Hey guys, hope you can see this video. Basically, we had some tornadoes Thursday and Friday. I was out of internet, so I do apologize. Just going to go over a couple stocks. I didn't really trade any stock but this stock. I started early this morning. I did FFIE and pre, so we're going to go back and look at that trade. Yeah, that was pretty easy to trade right here. Basically, I was ready to take any trade over this 116 price. I was late. I got in about 138, I think right around here, and then got out right at 207. Got another trade right here at 177, back to about 190, and I think it was under VWAP, so I just let it go. And then we had MMB. I think I took a very small trade in pre. Let's go look at that. Well, this really balled out today, didn't it? Yeah, so right around, yeah, these three run-ups were pretty easy. I think I took this a little bit late, but about 142 to 155. And then the big runner today was, to me, was this. I actually thought it was open market here. I'm on a vacation, but stock went up, and basically this is the area that you could see definitely clearly was resistance. You can put a trend line right here, and you'll see it, and then eventually it did come up and break. You'll see a lot of alerts set here. That was set here, right here, when this failed, right here. When that failed, I just set alerts here. I did get alerted here, but it was a rejection. Didn't get in the trade. Don't really care. Should have got these trades. That was pretty easy to see, but you can't watch everything. You can't live your life fully on a screen all the time. So just set some alerts, and right here, came back and tested a third time. Went back down again, but then here is what I look for. None of these quickly right back up. This one, rejected. Up here, rejected, but look, a shorter downtrend. So right here, when it broke this is the trade I took. I'll just show it to you. I went to target 1, and then it came back down because it finally broke resistance. And now look, I put an order actually in here at this price, and it came down and grabbed my order, ran back up another like 10, 20 cents. And then it broke the same thing. So look at this shallow W where the buyers are still holding onto their stocks, so people can't get out of the trade, and they're going to have to definitely run it up. And here's your target 2. So I took a target 1 and target 2 here. Later on, it did start stair-stepping up right here. 1 step, 2 steps, 3 steps. Hope you can see that. And then it failed down again. Perfect. Don't really care because it stair-stepped, and stair-stepped 3. And then it started breaking down. And then again, right here, this plateau over VWAP is over VWAP the whole time. But you'll see it clearly downtrend, clearly uptrend, 1, 2, 3 again. And then it failed. I did take a pretty big scalp right here, right at this opening candle. You see it's a very indecisive opening candle at the 780 area. And I took a 20-cent trade, a lot of shares from here to here, got about 30 cents. And I took it twice. It did happen twice. You'll see these big, very big plays. And then I pretty much went around my day, and then I started setting alerts at VWAP, that 774 area. And then it came and told me, hey, come start looking at me again. You'll see this stair step. That was an easy stair step right there. And it came back down to the same area. And then this one was a little bit stronger. And you could tell because this and this shallow again, stair stepping up 1, 2, and 3. And then it failed out again. And then it did the exact same thing right here. It went up shallower, and then it broke here right at this level. Here's the first one, second one, third one. It finally went on the fourth one and broke here as well. And there's your double top right there where it started failing down. There's a double top here as well. So some of that stuff, if you just look at double tops, basically way too much selling volume right here. You can tell it's a big red candle every time it got there. So clear rejections, or not rejections, sometimes it's people that bought low and was finally think they're selling at the same high right here of the previous market. Basically, when the stock went down again, and it did start trying to hit this 790 area again, and it did break out a couple times right here. And then I didn't trade after hours. I will go look at some other stocks that did the rest of the day. MMV apparently ran really nice. I think it was probably because it was a cheaper stock. The other one really ran a lot in pre-market. So right here, you'll start seeing the lows and the highs. Here's the absolute low, here's a low, and here's the one more time. It went down one more time right here, and then broke some of the nearest pre-market highs, and then just went up, still kind of choppy. And here, if you'd have drawn the fibs on this, this would have been the fibs I would have drawn for this play right here. Here's your target 1, pullback, target 2, pullback. And then this must have been very low enough shares for it to really run, or I mean a low float ran up pretty good. And then you clearly see the downtrend here. And then right here, you start seeing it base out. And what you're going to see is it's going to start basing out at a previous level where it went up and tested. So this was your resistance from pre. You'll see these areas, same areas, and that's exactly once it broke out and it said, all right, I'm worth staying up this high. Then it did eventually break down and go back to normal, but that's just the days we trade. FFIE, we're going to see what happened here. I think I got the right trade here. Here was some downtrend, continued downtrend, but you can see some stair stepping up. Really choppy stock because this is a lot of people that have held this stock for days and that have been making money. And yeah, they've had some plays here, but those are kind of risky right there. If you're going to put a level here, that would have been your target 1 trade right here. Let me show you that one. Yep, target 1 clean right here, and then a breakdown. So right here, I'm going to tell you what I would have drawn. It's a little too much detail, I apologize. But right here is your stair step again. So here it is. Here's 1, 2, and 2 targets right there. Downtrend again. And you're just looking for it to start stair stepping up again. Here's 1, 2, and 3. Same place it couldn't pass. Same case it couldn't pass. And I guess it did break out of that area later in the day because you're eventually seeing, look, I always look at the bottom of a stock more than the top of the stock. Sounds kind of weird, but look, buyers are willing to pay more. And then eventually that level that they didn't want to pay more right here broke out. So that would have been your same set of fibs from earlier and your target 1 and 2 trade all the way back to VWAP and another trade in the afternoon. So you're missing about 8 to 10 trades of stock. I'm going to look at 1 or 2 more real quick. Yeah, that was pretty choppy too, especially with all the algorithms early. I'm just going to I heard 10, 8 checks. What did it do? Okay, well, it ran up 30 cents. It did break the pre-market highs. It didn't look like it had that much action right here, but it did finally break the pre-market highs, which is this level. So if you're going to do a level, this would have been your trade. Let's see what it worked out. Yep, target 1, target 2. Yep, that was pretty much it at the open. And that's just somebody saying, well, it's kind of making indecisions in the pre-market, and then it finally broke those levels it could not break earlier. So good breakout. I didn't take that trade. No big deal. I think MBY was going somewhere. Yeah, I just don't do penny stocks. I know it went and, doubled somebody's account from 10 cents to 23 cents, but you don't even see news up here. So if you're not even seeing news, they're just picking a cheap stock to run up. And I know, you just trade the pattern, but eventually you look at the downtrend, you'll start seeing the uptrend clear. You'll see the downtrend clear, uptrend, but I don't know, penny stocks don't do it for me. I've done enough where you maybe think it's going to break out here. You do 50,000 shares and then it drops a nickel and you just realize you blew $250 for nothing. So really not good. So that's why I don't trade them anymore as much. I really like to trade like these. This is a good one that went pre. Went from $8 to $16. Still don't see the news. And then that would have been just the smoking short at the open. Look, went from 11 down to $3. That's a smoking short. And you're probably just going, well, it shouldn't have ran up that much. So anything that's exploited like this, that's your basic your system 1 short, ran up, couldn't break the highs right here, and then it just started fading. And with no news, that's kind of the stock trade you like. Look, no previous news. Stock that just jumps out of here really for no reason. So that's a good one to short because basically it just ran up on 50,000 shares. and then you'll see a ton of shares just being slowly shorted and slowly sold. So whoever ran it up, good for them, because they helped to short out a lot. But look at the continuation of the downtrend. Hey, y'all have a good day. I will probably trade a little bit tomorrow, and I appreciate your time being patient on Thursday and Friday. And I like to appreciate it and thank y'all for watching. Thank you.